The deer flies are real friendly today. Water levels are really low this year. Not a lot of snow, not a lot of rain. Looks like I found water. That wasn't so bad. What a beautiful morning.
Morning.
Good morning. There we go, water. As soon as I get out of this buggy zone here, if I do, I'll have some breakfast and wet a line. This canoe is not so good for tight little creeks like this. It's great for, it's like 16 feet and change long. It's great for running straight on big lakes, but it's not terribly maneuverable. The reason why it's not very maneuverable is not necessarily its length, but that it has very little rocker, which is, I guess, an easy way to understand that would be how much curve there is on the hull between the bow and the stern. So less curve, more hull in the water, lengthwise, tracks straight. But then when you're trying to maneuver, you have all that, all the bow or the stern in the water. So you're pushing water. But if you have a boat that's more curved, more like a banana, then there's less resistance in the very front and the very rear. And you can spin it easier. water. There we go. I just had a little break behind this island. The wind is really kicking right now, straight down the lake. I'm gonna sneak around to campsite by the river. There is smoke in the air, and I've heard that it had something to do with forest fires in Canada. I'm not sure how far away. Not really ideal conditions to be out. To do now is get around this point, and then I'll be in the lee of the mouth of the river, hopefully. like being out here in this. I'm glad to be here. Thirsty, hungry, tired. That's very unusual to hear an airplane out here. I think it's a no-fly zone. I wonder if it has something to do with the forest fire in Canada. As windy as it is today, that fire is going to spread fast. I'm not very far from the Canadian border where I am right now. So I went to bed early last night. I had a big old long sleep. As windy as it was easy to fall asleep. But then about midnight, I woke up. It was completely still, except for the hum of like millions of mosquitoes. And they all were really hungry. And of course, that's about the time you gotta go pee. That was risky business.
they're not so bad right now. I'm gonna make some breakfast. It's like about 5 o'clock or so. I'll make some breakfast and light a fire before the wind picks up. In case it does. I only brought so much alcohol for my alcohol stove, so I use wood if it's safe to do so. It's really dry right now. It's being very hot. Yesterday was incredibly windy, so there's no way you want to light a fire under those conditions. I checked in town before I came into the bush, and there were no fire bans or fire restrictions, which I found a little bit strange, but then they know better than I do, obviously. And then we had a good rain Sunday night, but things are still super dry. So caution is the order of the day. I dehydrated these mandarin oranges as an experiment. These are canned mandarin oranges, and when you dehydrate them, they're like candy. They're so good. You can only eat so much oatmeal and jerky. Canadian maple syrup. The temperature is dropping. I think our heat wave is over. Maybe there's some rain coming. The forecast said we might get rain on this day. I think it's Wednesday. I think we're on Wednesday. No, we're on Tuesday. Sunday was the 4th. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. Got these dried blueberries at the Mennonite dry goods store. They're a pretty good substitute.
Explore our little campsite here. It's a really nice spot. It's on a point. Mosquitoes are still pretty brutal though, back in the trees. Look at that. Well, these are the droughtiest little blueberries ever, but I'm so happy to see them. Yeah, they don't taste very good. What a beautiful day. The temperature is perfect. I'm so glad it's not hot today. Maybe it's because I'm a Northern Ontario girl, but I tell you what, anything past 75 degrees is rough. Come here, you. Where is my net? There's my net. There's my net. There's my net. There's my net. Not sure which way this is gonna go. There we go. You just never do know. Those are under pressure, those deadfalls. They could go anyway. Huh. Wonder when this one came down. Super green yet. But that'll be good for the smudge fire. I'll mix that up with some like balsam or pine to keep the fire going, and this to give this smoke. Lunchtime. Look at that. That's good. That's good. They're checking for fires. This is where I'm wondering if I pressed the wrong button on my new spot device. Holy cow! So the air is pretty thick with smoke, and it's not from campfires. The whole end of the lake is hazy, and there's a lot of smoke in the air. You can smell it pretty strong. I'm going to get my maps and try and figure out where that fire is. Oddly enough, I have 1 bar of phone reception. So I can't call out, but for some reason my son can call in texts seem to be going through okay, although very slowly. So the area I was going to go exploring the rest of this week and part of next might be out of the question. Besides the fact that the smoke's so strong, man, it's giving me a headache. That's not cool. The wind is blowing the smoke this way. The forecast was supposed to be rain today and tonight. So far there hasn't been any. Just the wind blowing the smoke. I don't know if it'll even show up on the camera, but it's so hazy. The good news is I didn't press the wrong button on my new spot device and call in search and rescue. Starting to wonder for a minute. It's so smoky though, I figured maybe they were checking on fire conditions or something, but...
Well, yeah, there will be fires 6 miles north of you.
It's not bears that kill people out here, it's fishing. If I fall down and break my neck, let the record show it was because I thought I needed to go out to this point to fish. I got fire information from my son, and it all seems to be fine as far as my trip goes, but I'm still hearing a lot of bush planes, and I'm wondering if maybe there's a new fire that he is not aware of. Time will tell.